Hey, have you ever had that strange feeling like you're missing something that's right in front of your face? Well, today, we're going to dive into a really fascinating quirk of the human mind. It's like this built-in feature that can literally make us blind to things happening in plain sight. So, let's get right into it.
Just think about it for a second. You're watching a movie, you're totally sucked into the story, the action, the drama, and you feel like you're catching every single detail. But are you? Really?
It's a classic movie mistake, right? A continuity error. These little details change from one shot to the next, but for most of us, our brain just smooths it over. We don't notice it at all until maybe a friend points it out later. And here's the thing, that's not a mistake on your part. It's actually a huge clue to how our brains are wired to work.
This whole phenomenon actually has a name. And trust me, once you know what it is, you're going to start seeing examples of it everywhere. Or maybe more accurately, you'll start realizing what you weren't seeing.
And there you have it, change blindness. This isn't about having bad eyesight or not paying attention in general. It's super specific. It's about our failure to spot a change because something briefly interrupted our view. You know, like a camera cut in a movie, or even just you blinking your own eyes.
So here is the crucial point, and it's kind of reassuring. You can relax. If you've missed stuff like this, it doesn't mean you're unobservant. It actually means your brain is working exactly the way it's supposed to. It's a feature, not a bug, designed to be incredibly efficient.
So, okay, how does this brilliant, and let's be honest, kind of baffling trick actually work? Why on earth does our brain choose to just ignore things that are staring us right in the face?
Well, this really gets to the heart of it all. See, we feel like our eyes are just recording this perfect, high-def video of the world around us, but that's the illusion. The reality is, our brain is just capturing the gist of the scene. It's creating a quick summary like a highlight reel, and it's mostly focused on the big picture.
You can think about your brain as being kind of cheap with its resources, a cognitive miser, if you will. And it has to be. I mean, can you imagine trying to process every single blade of grass, every color, every reflection, every single second of the day? It would be completely overwhelming. So it takes shortcuts. It just selects what seems to matter right now and kind of tosses the rest.
Yeah, it really all comes down to managing its energy. If you're deep in conversation with someone, you're focused on a high-level task, right? Listening, thinking, talking. Your brain just isn't going to waste precious energy tracking the exact shade of their shirt. And after a little interruption, like a blink, as long as the main gist is the same, yep, two people are still talking, those little details are seen as unimportant and just get left behind.
Okay, so this whole idea was put to the test in what has become one of the most famous psychological experiments of all time. It takes this idea of missing a shirt color and, well, it dials it up to a level that is almost impossible to believe.
I mean, it sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Of course you'd see a gorilla. It's a gorilla. But what if I told you that your brain might actually decide that a gorilla just isn't important enough for you to notice?
So here's how the experiment went down. Researchers gave people a simple but pretty demanding task. They said, watch this video of people passing basketballs and just count the number of passes made by the team in the white shirts. Simple enough. Their attention was totally focused on that one task. But while they were busy counting, the researchers slipped in something massive and completely unexpected, and the result was just stunning.
Around half. Just let that sink in for a second. About half of the participants, we're talking people with perfect vision who were paying close attention to the screen, did not see a person in a full-on gorilla suit walk into the middle of the game, beat its chest, and walk right off.
And that's the whole secret right there. Their eyes definitely saw the gorilla, but their brain, which was so busy with the counting task, just filtered it out. It tagged it as irrelevant information. You can think of their attention like a spotlight, and that poor gorilla was standing just outside its beam.
So, what does all of this actually mean for us in our day-to-day lives? Because this isn't just a fun party trick or some quirky experiment. It really reveals a fundamental truth about how we perceive reality itself.
I mean, we all walk around every single day feeling like we have this complete, accurate picture of the world around us. But what this research shows is that this feeling of completeness, that is itself an illusion, one that our brain cleverly constructs just to give us a stable and coherent experience.
You know, here's a really powerful way to think about it. What you experience as reality, it's not the raw footage. It's the final cut. It's a carefully edited version of the world where your attention is the director, deciding what scenes make it into the final movie and what gets left on the cutting room floor.
And, well, that's the thought I really want to leave you with.
It's a little unsettling, for sure, but it's also incredibly interesting, don't you think? It's a powerful reminder that what we perceive isn't just what's out there in the world, it's what our brain decides is important enough to show us. Thanks for diving into this with me.